Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Radhika and I'm so happy to have you here with me. Welcome back to another video. So this is a long overdue video that I had promised myself that I'm going to put up. My last video that I shared was a story time of how I found out how I found out I was pregnant, and this video is a little bit about my pregnancy journey. So I'm just going to get right into it right now. I hope this helps people who I don't know, like they can relate to me if they're pregnant, or if you're planning to get pregnant, you just know what to expect. I know everyone has very different journey. I hope my journey helps you in any way if you're watching. Basically, after I found out I was pregnant and everything, I had a meeting with I obviously went and met my gynec. I met another doctor of mine. Yeah, so basically, I was told I'm going to get all the typical first trimester symptoms like feel sleepy, I'm going to get fatigue, I'm going to be nauseous, and I think up until the sixth week of my pregnancy, I didn't feel anything. So I was like, listen, I think I'm the lucky few that have no symptoms at all. I'm not nauseous, I'm nothing. And literally, I thought that, and the very next morning, I woke up so nauseous, like throwing up everything that I had eaten the previous night. So my nausea would just come in waves. It didn't happen. I didn't have morning sickness. I was sick throughout the day. I would just keep throwing up throughout the day. I would eat anything and throw up. The worst symptom was this water aversion that I had. I couldn't drink any water in the first almost 4 months. I would drink water and throw up. The only thing I was able to keep down was chas. So I was drinking a lot of chas in my first trimester up until the fourth month actually, and that was it. Like I was sleeping in a lot. I was actually not sleeping in a lot. I was just resting a lot. Like suddenly I think it's also like in your mind, like you're pregnant, तो थोड़ा सा एक I don't know, fear भी रहता है because it's the first time, right? Like you don't know what to expect with your body. So everyone's like, the first 3 months are really crucial in the pregnancy. So I made sure to really sort of be careful in the first 3 months. So that was it. I was just resting it out. So the only thing I wanted to eat was Maggie, and I wasn't able to keep it down. And I would just eat Maggie and throw up, and then want to eat Maggie again. Like it had been pretty bad, and obviously I was getting like so now the left, right, and center that I have to eat healthy now that I'm pregnant. And पता नहीं वो health kick तो आ नहीं रहा था अंदर से, which is why I also gained 25 kgs in my pregnancy. इतना ज़्यादा कुछ खाया नहीं मैंने. I don't know what went wrong, and I was working out till the end of my ninth month. So yeah, that was my first trimester. I was nauseous, and then as soon as the fourth month happened, like I got done with the fourth month. I think the fourth month had just started, or I was done with the fourth month, something on those lines. Mid fourth month, I decided I'm going to take a trip. My husband wasn't free for that trip, and I had promised myself that I'm going to really try to take as many short holidays as possible in my pregnancy because I didn't know what's to come once the baby is here, but I knew that emotionally and mentally I needed a break from everything. So a family friend, my mom and I, we decided to go to Goa. That was my first trip since I found out that I was pregnant. And Goa is close, flight is like almost 40 minutes. Place is chill. I've been to Goa so many times and I reached Goa, and like my best friend at that time was working in Goa. So it was perfect because I was really missing her. So it everything just came together and I was so excited that she's there. I'm going to chill with her. I have a family friend who I'm very close to, my mom obviously. So I was like, that's perfect. Like, we're going to have a girls' trip. It's going to be great. So the four of us were like hanging out, trying new restaurants, having fun. But obviously, I was really tired. So my day would start at like 12:31 in the afternoon, and I'd wind up by 7, having a ball, in Goa. And I was like, "Chal, perfect." December, mein I went. So I think the second week of December. So the climate was also chill. Last day, I remember this was the 12th of December. We were coming back. Our flight was at 2:30ish in the afternoon. So we were like, okay, we'll have breakfast and check out. And the airport was 2 hours away from the hotel. So we were to check out by say I think 10:30, 11. I woke up at 5 a.m. throwing up like nobody's business. And this is not like the regular throwing up because I had been through the whole nauseous phase and it was over now. And I was able to keep food down, but this was bad. Like I was throwing up to a point that I felt like I would pass out while vomiting. And I don't know what I was throwing up. So I got up, I ran to the washroom, I started vomiting. and my mom heard it. So she came running and she was, just tapping my back and everything. So I felt something then soothed me. So okay, whatever. I go back to bed. I drink some water. I go back to bed. I went back. I had water. I wanted to throw that up as well. So I ran again and I threw up. And I had thrown up by then that I had no strength to walk back to the bed. Like my mom had to literally hold me and get me back. I had carried electrol with me, so she quickly made electrol and I drank that and passed out. Like passed out. I got up again at 7:30 in the morning and threw up everything again. Like the electro, I don't know what I was vomiting because there was nothing in my system, and that was really alarming. So I messaged my gynec immediately and I told him that something's gone wrong. So he texted me asking me to take this. He gave me a list of medication to take anyway with me on the trip because I was traveling. So he said just open that file and just see whatever medicine I told you. So I took the medicine. I don't remember what he took. Ondem, I think, told me Ondem or something. I took Ondem, Pandy, everything, and I took that with Pani and threw that up as well. So that got really scary. Like my episode of throwing up got really scary. Like we were bunking with my family friend and mom in the same room. My mom's like, she obviously panicked. She said, I'm just gonna go. She didn't even want to wait to, order on the phone, like, food or anything. She's like, listen, I'm just gonna go down and get you some, like a banana or something, a fresh fruit and maybe a toast or something to keep it down because I had been told that burnt toast really helps you sustain whatever's inside you. Like when I was in the first trimester, I was told that burnt toast खा के ना थोड़ा सा हल्का butter डाल के burnt toast, and it helped me a lot. I don't know how it helped me, but burnt toast really helped me every time I was having these nauseous moments. So what I would do is in the morning, in the first trimester, every time I felt like I'm going to feel nauseous, I would quickly go and put a toast in the toaster and like toast it a little bit more so it's slightly burnt. I can't obviously eat a whole burnt toast, and that would really like curb it. So mom's like, I'm just gonna go get it, and she ran out. And utne mein hi, this family friend of mine had gone for a shower. She said, I'll quickly shower. We'll get ready to like bounce. And I needed to throw up so bad. I couldn't even tell her. Like I went to the door because she was already in the shower. I went to the door and I thought that whatever's a common washroom on this floor, we were staying at JW Marriott in Goa. I'll just go there and throw up because I didn't know what else to do. Actually, before I used the shower, there was a dustbin in the room. I have opened that. Thankfully, there was like a plastic bag in it. I have thrown up inside that. And she heard me and she's like, what happened? And she was just doing her skincare. She was done with the shower. And she's like, just come, what happened? What happened? She's like, help to clean me. And I was like, dead. Like, I thought I will die. And my biggest fear at that time was I didn't want to lose this pregnancy. So it reached a point where I thought that I would not be able to sustain this pregnancy because I was vomiting that much and I could feel the load it was putting on my body. I didn't even know if I'm going to be able to get on the flight. Like I was this close to just admitting myself in the nearest hospital. So I think by the time my mom came, I ate that burnt toast. I felt better, and I just decided it was on me, right? I had to decide what I need to do. So I thought I'm just going to get on that flight. I really don't know how I managed that drive, the 2 hour drive from the hotel. I have only taken God's name and like prayed, and more than that, I've just like been speaking to my baby, and I was like, no, you're too strong for this. You have to like, because I honestly, it could have gone south really quick. But so bad that my face was swollen to this much, and it was so bad that even on the DigiYatra app that you scan when you enter the airport, it couldn't scan my face because my eyes were completely swollen and my face was this big. And I wasn't showing too much by then. Like my belly was not really out, so I just looked like either I was beaten up or like super drunk and hungover. My mom and my family friend, I want to feel like they both really panicked. And so they started telling the people like, listen, she's pregnant, she's not feeling well, so everyone cleared out to pray for me, and I went and sat on the flight. And man, I have prayed through that flight because honestly, I didn't know what's to come. Another thing that really helped me throughout my pregnancy was ginger ale. So I was drinking ginger ale. Every time I felt like a meal was not suiting me, I would keep drinking ginger ale. And somehow, the night before I threw up, I didn't drink ginger ale with my meal. So, yeah, basically, I should have. And as soon as I reached the airport, I bought myself a can of ginger ale and I kept sipping on it throughout. and that really helped me through the flight also. I have landed in Bombay and cried and bawled my eyes out because I was so scared. I was so scared of what could have happened or what would happen or what has happened. Like, obviously, I hadn't spoken to the doctor till then, so I didn't know. So, met my gynac. He checked me, baby was fine. He said, "You've got like a massive food poisoning situation going, so rest it out." For a week, I was in bed like a chup chap good girl. I sat in bed, I ate घर का खाना, whatever my mom was giving chup chap, I was eating, cravings were came in. So that's what I did. And I also, because of that, missed one of my oldest and closest friend's wedding because his wedding required me to take a road trip from Bombay. And I just could not take that trip. Like, there was not a way to reach that wedding. And I missed his wedding and I had bawled about that, obviously. Like, my hormones were as it is crazy. And I cannot believe, I still can't believe I missed his wedding. Post that situation, I didn't travel anywhere after that in my pregnancy. So Java sat at home, probably got from meals to restaurants that I had only to restaurants that I had already visited in the past and knew of their food and it suited me. So I was being really like cautious of everything in my pregnancy. So yeah, and then this was my second trimester. I had to really like tone it down a notch. I was fully pumped that I'm going to write. I got this shit like because obviously you start feeling a little better in your second trimester. For me, the minute I started feeling better, it went downhill. So I took it as a sign and I said, I'm not arguing with this at all. Not at the risk of my baby's health. So yeah, I then just laid low basically in my second trimester. The trimester started, obviously getting a little bigger, it's getting difficult to move. So I didn't enjoy that at all because my third trimester started and so did the summers. And it was so hot. It was so hot. I just remember only feeling hot and waiting for mangoes. Like, that's all. My baby is born in May. So my third trimester started, I guess, in Feb. So it had already started to get really hot. So I was just waiting for the mangoes to arrive. And I would just be घर पे चुपचाप switch on the AC and sit at home. That's all I was doing. And obviously occasionally meeting friends, going out like for me. I was also not in the best mental health during my pregnancy. I don't know, maybe it was just the hormones or maybe it was just the anticipation, the mood swings. I don't know what it was, but I really distanced out a lot from people, from situations, from life in general. Like, on the hindsight today, I regret it. I didn't join any prenatal classes just because I didn't feel like I was prepared to interact with people, which is so crazy. I had my yoga instructor come in 3 times a week, so it was just him and me one on one. But today, on the hindsight, I feel like I wish I would have made more friends while I was pregnant because, not for anything else, my baby would have like baby friends to hang with, and I would have mom friends to hang with. But I just wasn't in the best mental health for some reason, and I just felt like there was a lot of clutter in my mind. So I would just keep decluttering around my house and like get super tired and take a nap. But like I don't know what was happening to me. I did also take therapy at that time, and just for some reason, when I was pregnant, a lot of unresolved issues started coming, surfacing up with people, with myself. And what I started doing was I started addressing them because I didn't want to start this new chapter of life with some unresolved issues and just apprehensions in general. So I did take therapy a lot when I was pregnant. I spoke to people that I felt could help me. And I mean, I have the sweetest friends who were always checking on me and wanting to like we'll take you out and this and that. But ho hi nahi raha tha mujhse. Like, I just couldn't. I just I just wanted to shut down and just lock myself in my room and sit. And my mind was so cluttered. And today when I look back, I'm like, what thoughts was I sitting with? Like, what was I doing to myself? But I don't know, like at that point, I was also really rebelling. Like, not rebelling in my actions, but in my mind. I just didn't want to meet people. And I wish I didn't do that because it would have really helped me now. It would have really helped me now because I do know a lot of moms, with babies around my baby's age. So it would have really helped. But yeah, basically that was my first and second trimester. Third trimester, I thought I started getting a grip on the pregnancy, and then obviously it was third trimester. So I had to again just tone it down. And I went back into my shell, I guess. So in my 8th month, I had gone for my sonography and we found out that my amniotic fluid has really dropped. And it was borderline alarming, but nothing that could be that like we couldn't do anything about it. We were really scared because we didn't want a premature delivery. We wanted the baby to develop as much as possible in the womb. So the minute that happened, everyone in my family we went on panic mode. My husband and I were like really cautious. So I think the minute the 8th month hit, it shit went down. Like the amniotic thing really put us like on high alert mode. Even though I delivered my baby 39 weeks and 4 days, so I was full term. I was like full term. But yeah, like that amniotic fluid dropping. There were small hiccups, but there were hiccups in my pregnancy. And I know a lot of people have it so easy, like they just breeze through their pregnancy. I didn't breeze through. I tried really hard to breeze through. I was not breezing or cruising through life. I was just my antennas were high. I was on high alert throughout. So yeah, this was my pregnancy journey. I, by the grace of God, delivered a very beautiful baby boy. He's almost a year old now. It's taken me a year to get a grip on myself, actually. Almost a year. I'm still trying, so I guess a year to get a grip on myself. So that was my pregnancy journey. It was quick. जब आप उसमें होते हो, those 9 months seem endless. But now it was so quick, it just went by so fast. And of course, I wish I could have enjoyed it a little bit more. I wish I was in a better headspace to enjoy my pregnancy, to meet people, to make friends, to just chill the f out in my head, which I did. Um, but yeah, so if you're pregnant or you plan on having a child, I would highly recommend firstly finding friends who navigate through that journey, and also just chill the fuck out. Like, if you're working, great. If you're not working, great. Just enjoy those 9 months because that's the only time it's going to be just you. And everyone who told me that when I was pregnant, I wanted to slap them because I was like, yeah, okay, ज्ञान मत दो मुझे ज्ञान सुनना नहीं है आपका. But अब I can tell you that सही है यार, आप actually last you're alone is only that time. So genuinely just breathe and chill the fuck out and enjoy that time. Like, it's never going to come back. It's never just going to be you ever again. Celebrate milestones, celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, celebrate yourself in those 9 months because honestly you deserve it. It's not easy. It's not easy to go through this with raging hormones, with health scares, with navigating life, with doing this yourself. And honestly, आपके आजू बाजू कितने भी लोग हो, you are alone. You're the only one carrying the baby, and you're the only one that knows whatever is actually happening with your body, with your mind, with your baby. So just enjoy this journey, and it's easier said than done. Trust me, it's easier said than done. If you are at a place of privilege and have the option, do yourself a service. Enjoy your baby, enjoy your time. It's never going to enjoy yourself. It's never going to come back. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I am so happy to have you here with me. This was my pregnancy journey. It was a short 9 months summed up. Obviously, each day was different, and there were a lot of ups and downs in terms of my health. But this was a synopsis of it all. I hope you like watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I will be posting my postpartum journey soon. That's definitely happening soon because I am still postpartum and I have a lot of thoughts on that. So, yeah, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching.